All right. Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Bracha Korash, to honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all elect Akim, Walk Wathim, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. There's going to be another video through the Spirit. For this one, I'm going to be dealing with this TV show I've been watching. I don't even watch TV, so that ought to tell you something. But there's a show on Amazon TV or Amazon Prime called The Boys. All right, and I'll try to get through this lesson without spoiling too much of it. Hey, brothers, go check it out. I like it. Basically, it shows you that, the people at the head of society, the people that Esau Edom paints to be the heroes, the good guys, are really wicked. But so basically there's a certain point in this show, season 2 been out now. All of season 1, without giving too much away, there's a main character. He recruits some other people to help him get revenge on this man who killed his wife, all right? And the man who killed his wife happens to be a superhero, all right? In this TV show, the actual superheroes, they're not really good superheroes. Like, they do, basically, since they know they have power, they do people all types of wickedly, and they get away with all types of shit. So the main character, he goes through this whole, and actually I wouldn't call him the main character, I'll say the leader of the group. He goes through this whole, fighting niggas. That's like Superman. He setting up these elaborate traps, then suffered years of heartache because he's thinking his wife is dead. And, not only come to find out, and, spoiler, she wasn't dead. The main villain had her hidden. But now at this point in season 2, the character, he had the ability to save her and rescue her. And right as they were about to, go off and live happily ever after with her husband, who she, belongs with, she basically upped and turned around. She's like, what? She's like, I'm just going to stay here. I don't want to go with you. I don't want to be with you anymore. All right, type deal. And if you would have seen the look on this dude's face, he couldn't do nothing. He just stood there for a minute. Now then, this dude's like a hardcore killer, torturing dudes to death, fighting niggas with superpowers, killing them, then did all types of shit, wanted by the police. And when she said that, his whole demeanor switched. All right, and basically this lesson: don't give your all to a woman. All right, and I'll use the term her, also relaying unto different philosophies and doctrines, because when you read in Revelation 14, it tells you that they weren't defiled, that they were virgins, spiritual virgins, meaning they weren't defiled with any of the wickedness of this world, the wicked ideologies or beliefs that Esau Edom has set up through his media, all right, and his mass deception. All right, so let's get this first one. Let's get this. I know it's a long exposition. I just wanted to give the explanation. But, hey, go check it out. It's called The Boys, all right? This shit is absolutely crazy. Come right here, Proverbs 31. And, okay, yeah. Now, this is cold. This is to Lemuel. This is what his mother had told him, all right? This is what his mother had told him. Proverbs 31:1. It says the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. So these is words coming from a woman, because women know their nature. All right, hey, there's another movie that's good to check out. That guy from Lucky Number 11 was in it. What's it called? Oh, shit. Salakia Akim. Real quick. Okay, yeah, check out 40 Days and 40 Nights with that guy from Lucky Number 11, Josh Hartnett. Not 28 Days, not 30 Days a Night, the vampire movie, 40 Days and 40 Nights. And they're playing on the scriptures when, Moses was up in the mountain of 40 days and 40 nights. Basically, he wanted to be abstinent. He got his heart broken, so he was tired of dealing with hoes. He stopped, watching porn. He stopped beating off, and he was just abstinent. And basically, literally at every turn, women was just throwing themselves at him. Even these 2 chicks, they weren't even lesbian, but they was like, look, we can't let you take the power away. So you're gonna have sex with both of us right now. We can't let you take power away from the women and give it back to the man by taking away that desire. All right, so let me come back to it. Basically, just to show you that once you keep your desires in check, that that's the only thing a woman has over you. Proverbs 31:2, it says, what, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. So don't, hey, simply put, in this day and time, you can't make your woman your all right? And really no day of time, even since the time of Adam, we weren't supposed to be doing that. A woman is going to be a big part of your life once you have one. There's certain things you're always going to have to deal with. Hey, there's certain BS's that you're going to have to deal with. But a woman cannot be your all. You can't be waking up every morning, oh, man, let me get this. I got to get this money, man. I want to put a smile on my girl's face. So I'm going to get her to... Hey, that's not what this is about. It's about putting a smile on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's face. All right? Because it tells you doing that even destroys kings. All right? Giving your all, being all up a woman's butt destroyed kings. Like you'll see, if you go check out both those shows, if you go check out 40 Days and 40 Nights, and once he cut off that desire woman, that dude was straight. He was at work getting overtime because he had energy. He wasn't dealing with that bitch. He wasn't wasting his energy. He was getting more money. All right, he was up. He was more alert. All right, and in the show, The Boys, the leader, Billy Butcher. I'm talking about this nigga literally didn't blew people up, broke necks, cut fools' heads off, shot fools down in the name of, he thought he was avenging his wife, all to find out that she was alive and that now she don't want to be with him anymore. He was completely heartbroken, and that's why we have to follow. Matter of fact, I get this: we have to follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, because if we follow whithersoever, let me type it in. If we follow anything else whithersoever it goeth, all that it's going to lead to is a path of death, a dead fucking end. Hey, and look what it comes back to. I completely forgot, but yeah, look what it comes back to. Because it's Revelation 14:4. It says, "These are they which were not defiled with women." All right, now right here, when it says with women, this is dealing with spiritual uncleanness. All right, idolatry, wickedness, and we'll go back that up real quick. We'll go to Proverbs 2, and I believe 15. Yep, it says Proverbs 2. I'll start at 16. It says, "To deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words." All right, dealing with these different philosophies out here that flattereth with their words. You can't give in to any BS out here. All right, hey, Proverbs 7 and 5 or 7 and 4. It says, "Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman and from the stranger which flattereth with her words." These two precepts say the same thing. Don't let that stranger, these wicked philosophies, deceive you the same way that a physical woman would. All right, who looks nice and sleek and built just how you like it. Hey man, there'd be some women built just literally ideally how you like it, and they trying to hit you up, but she got a dude. All right, now I've literally dealt with situations like that. You got to leave them alone. All right, you at work or you somewhere, she playing in her dude head, texting you. Hey, you can't be deceived by the vain beliefs of this world, and you can't be deceived by these vain women of this world. All right, so now that we have that understanding, we'll come back to the Revelation 14:4. All right, it says that we're not defiled with women, for they are virgins, spiritual virgins, not literal. It says, "These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, the first fruits unto the Most High power, and to the Lamb." So you have to follow the Lamb, Yahweh Shai, whithersoever he goeth. When you're going up a valley or when you're going up a hill or down a deep valley. All right, whether you got to go through some spiky bushes or go through the river, as long as you follow Yahweh Shai, you're going to be straight. You follow anything else, you're fucking through. You make anything else your life mission, you're going to be through, because all these things. Let's get this. Everything else in this world is going to lead straight to death. All right. Well, hey, Proverbs 14:12. It says, "There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." Hey, and dealing with this show, Billy Butcher, he thought he was doing the right thing. Hey, in your logical mind, somebody kill your wife. Logically, okay, I'm finna go wax this nigga. Oh man, I'm finna, you counting, you putting the bullets in the clip, you counting, grenades on. Hey, he went and did all this. He thought that what he was doing was the righteous thing, bringing these guys to justice, avenging his wife's name, but really it's gonna lead to death, and it almost did lead him to death. When he finally did get his hands on the main guy who he thought killed his wife, the nigga was about to kill him, but he only spared him because of a deal that he had made with his wife. All right, not to give too much away in the show, but he was about to kill his ass. So here it is. He did all that, and he ended up finally getting to the dude he wanted to kill, and he almost got his fucking neck broke. Dude clapped him up and had him all up on the wall. Was like, I ought to kill your bitch ass for chasing me and causing all this havoc. All right, and that's the same thing in this world. If you make your job your life, you're gonna be through. All right, you make your car your life, you're gonna be through. You make your children your life, you're gonna be through. All right, and if you make your woman your life, your end all be all, you're gonna be through. All right, hey, let me show you an example. Let's go to Judith, the king, or the ruler, Holofernes. He saw Judith and he thought he was about to go to town. He thought he was about to spoil Judith. Let's see, is it chapter 11? Let's see. Or is it 12? Yeah, 12. Yep, okay, now so this is going to be Judith chapter 12, verse 16. Now he had threw a banquet to deceive her and make her lay down, right? He wanted to get her drunk so he could get with her. All right, Judith 12 and 16, it says, now when Judith came in and sat down, Holofernes, his heart was ravished with her, so he wanted her, he was burning. It says, and his mind was moved, and he greatly desired her company, for he had waited a time to deceive her from the day that he had seen her. So he'd been waiting, plotting, man, how I'm gonna get her to lay down, how I'm gonna get this Hebrew woman, in my bed and defile her. Hey, he completely lost his wits. It tells you when you read down at the last verse, Judith 12 and 20, and Holofernes took great delight in her, and drank more wine than he had drunk at any time in one day since he was born. So this nigga got glazed, wasted. All right, got fucked up. What Jake say? I'm fucked up. He got fucked up drinking that wine because he wanted to get her drunk, thinking that he was gonna go to town that night. All right, and when you simply go over about a chapter, what happened? Judith 13 and 7. It says, and approached to his bed and took hold of the hair of his head and said, strengthen me, O Lord, power of Israel, this day. And she smote twice upon his neck with all her might, and she took away his head from him. So he did all that. He threw a big old banquet, got ultra drunk just to get his head cut off. All right, and this was nothing. I'm not downputting Judith, but I'm showing you what can happen as an Israelite man if you give all to a woman. It can literally result in your death. All right, the same way that idolatry will result in your death because you started believing in something outside of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, it's very serious. And that show, I just wanted to do a quick little thing on it. I got done watching that episode. I was like, God damn, when she said that, I jumped to. I was like, ooh, imagine, Akim, you didn't kill people. You didn't travel across land and sea. As a matter of fact, the nigga, he had gotten into a fight with one of the superheroes, and they literally tossed him into another state. And he luckily survived, but he literally got thrown several hundred miles, all right, all in trying to avenge her name, and got up and was still alive. And he finally did all that work, lost so many more people, suffered so much, been beat up, fucking kidnapped and shit, just to get to her, for her to finally say, oh, you know what, I don't want to be with you anymore, it's too much. Hey, bro, that's the type of shit, man, right here, go out of their wits, out of First Esdras chapter 4. Let's see what we get. Maybe it's Wit, W-H-I-T. Let's see. Right here. Hey, and this explains this dude right here. Oh, and that was another thing I remember he saying. you know, I guess he may have had some sort of military background that kind of messed up his mind. But when he met her, she was like, look, he was telling, bro, this was completely out of style for this character. In this whole show, he's never acted like this. But whenever he gets around her, whenever he gets close to finding her, this nigga becomes a simp. You know, he was sitting there, baby, look, you saved me. I was in a dark place. You the reason why I'm alive. You saved me. You know, he was in that type of spirit, baby, please. You know, type spirit. She was like, nigga, and, you know, not literally, she didn't say this, you know, because they is Edomites. They didn't, you know, they not saying nigga and baby and shit. But she's like, look, dude, you just fucked up. I didn't save you. You just fucked up. She's like, get off of me. Hey, this right here, 1 Esdras 4:23. It says, yeah, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and steal, to sail upon sea and upon rivers. So a dude would get up and travel the course of the world, cut niggas' heads off their shoulders for his woman. All right. It says, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness, and when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. It says, yeah, there be many that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake, which that dude effectively became. All right. Ran out of his wits, clung unto her more than fucking reality. You know, was willing to fight damn near people with godlike powers just to try to avenge her. All right, verse 27 says, many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. And that's the conclusion. If you do make a woman your all, if you do give a woman your strength, it can make you to perish, it can make you to err, it can make you to sin. All right, and we don't want to, we have greater things to be focusing on. All right, and I say greater because dealing with your woman, your children, it is a significant part of your life. You have to take care of your business, but it is not greater than doing the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So you got to get it in. You got to figure it out. You got to figure your schedule out. You got to figure out when you're going to read, study, do your videos, and watch videos. All right, whether you got to do all your, you know, let's say you're at a job, you know, like me, I go to different stops, so I be taking that time out to read, and I like to do my videos late at night when everybody's asleep. You know, you gotta work out your schedule. You gotta put in the Lord's time. All right, because ultimately, if you divulge too much of your time anywhere else, all it is the ways of death. All right, so that's about it for this video. I just wanted to go in and use that show. You know, that scene was fucked up, and I was sitting there watching that shit. I was like, God damn, dude. You know, you go through all that hell and high water, literally fighting beings that can fucking punch you in outer space just to get your heart put down. And that's what happened in this world. All right, if you're not following the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. All right, so that's about it for this video. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Hashem R'Kakorash, to honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim. Walking, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. And say shalom.